Hello, barn burners and barn busters. Good to have you with us on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. Tonight we continue on in our 22nd season of Red Barn Radio, and we welcome you to show number 831. We are so glad that you are with us. Our guest this week for their first visit to Red Barn Radio is Andrew Moore and Hooch. Andrew grew up playing piano in church as a teenager. He was an underwater welder. He was a coal miner, but it was in upstate New York where he first started mining his talent as a vocalist. After 5 years of New York, he moved back home to where he was born and raised in London, Kentucky. He met Logan, the bass player in Richmond, Kentucky, at a gig where they jammed together. Andrew then added sax to the mix, then guitar and drums to form the soulful, gospel-esque band now called Andrew Moore and Hooch. Get ready for some fun. We give you Andrew Moore and Hooch.
This song is called Freedom, and it's just about people being free. Hit it. 1, 2. Does anyone know why we're fighting for? Hey, Joe's working them out behind you, bro. Seems you're misdirected, seems you don't know. Man, your plan is failing, now this world ain't woke. But the last thing we can see, you can try, but you won't succeed. Gonna revolt, and then we'll be divide the people from one. You better leave my freedom alone. You better leave my freedom alone. People's minds are in your control. Somebody dies if they whistle blow. My God, you're about to finish Thunder Road. Us people ain't bound, now our chains are broke. Spreading lies, think we can't see. You can try, but you won't succeed. Gonna revolt, then we'll be free. I ain't gonna stay at home, try to divide the people for one. You better leave our freedom alone. You better leave our freedom alone. Thank you all.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performers.
Andrew and the Hooch have been working together for some time now, defining and refining their sound. Andrew says they're super excited to release their debut album in the next few months, and we are excited to share what's happening with the Hooch here on Red Barn. The Hooch is Logan Turner on bass, Gabe Crockett on guitar, Jordan Robson on sax, Matthew Skaggs on drums, and Andrew Moore himself on piano. Welcome, Andrew Moore and Hooch, back to Red Barn Radio.
This song is called "Hey Dad," and it's about my 5-year-old son. He came to me and he wanted to write a song with me about him because his brother's already had one. So this one's for Hendrix. Tough as nails, the boy smiles at me. Dirt road scrapes cover his knees. Loves to work, he's teaching me. Talks to God and follows his lead. The world is beautiful, blue skies and the trees. Time is so wonderful, love everyone that I meet. And I can see clearer than everyone older than me. This world is beautiful, and I'm as strong as can be. Hey Dad, write a song for me. Hold out your arms and catch me. Watch this, Dad, watch me. Hey Dad, write a song for me. Picking sides, I'm on your team. My day off, you know what that means. Waffle House and trampolines. There's a playground, let's go swing. World is beautiful, the blue skies and the trees. Time is too wonderful, love everyone that I meet. I can see clearer than everyone older than me. This world is beautiful, and I'm as strong as can be. Hey, Dad, write a song for me. Hold out your arms and catch me. Watch this, Dad, watch me. Hey, Dad, write a song for me. Thank you all very much. This next song is called Artist of the Moon, and it's kind of about how a bunch of us kind of rejects stay up late writing music and playing songs. So, Artist of the Moon. At night, do you ever get lonely? At night, are you still up too? There lies all the wondered minds alike. They're the artist of the moon. Sometimes I seem to be a stumping on why I can turn nothing into something, why I can't be leading into fortune, and while I'm still stuck at the moon. I think it's due to busy minds. I think it's time I realize this dream world I've been living in is a hole in the wall that I'm stuck in, 'cause the light won't shine in this cave I'm in. All the world is a scary place, and I'm feeling out of place. Lonely late night music man. We may wake up a little red-eyed. We drink even though it's the daylight. Our cars are full of speakers and steam. Our women don't understand us, man. Transparent is the way that I shine. I ain't holding back no feelings of mine. Question my ways and scream in my face. I think about it the whole next day. I think it's due to busy minds. I think it's time I realize this dream world I've been living in is a hole in a wall that I'm stuck in, 'cause the light won't shine in this cave I'm in. All the world is a scary place, and I'm feeling out of place. Lonely late night music man. Thank you very much. This next song is called Stone Cold Killer, and it's about everything that's a stone cold killer. Pretty much how that goes. Once I quit, I realized that you lost yours without the liquor. Stone cold killer, stone cold killer. That dog that chewed everything inside just loved to be around you. Now that dog's been kicked outside and sat staring through the window. Stone cold killer, stone cold killer. down in that holler, the water levels are rising, taking away everything I paid. So we climb up a little higher. You stone cold killer, stone cold killer. Now the forests have been set on fire, scorching everything around you. Threaten your home, you better get gone before the flames come in and claim you. Stone cold killer, stone cold killer. Time and time again, love's not in sight. You'll never catch me back down from a fight. Wherever you go, whatever you do, don't bite your tongue, don't ever be quiet. You know what you are. Stone cold killer. Keep your mouth quiet. Big brother's coming. Stone cold killer. Thank you very much. This next song is called Another Ride With You, and it's kind of about never wanting to quit and keep on trucking. So Another Ride With You, guys. We ain't gonna fight. I think you need some time alone. Are you out of your mind? Are we gonna sink or float? 'Cause you are so mean. Do you even enjoy me? Life's too short to spend it concentrating on an intervention. There's plenty of things around you that'll brighten your mood. But don't worry about my drinking, it would still exist without you. Jack Daniels, if you can hear me, I'll go on another round with you. I'll go on another round with you. I'll go on another round with you. Go on another round with you. I'll go on another round with you. Yelling in my face, it's what you were born to do. You think I'm a disgrace? My life was spent working on me for you. Your words have been said. Fed up, tired of my mess. Life's too short to spend it rally.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, our guest this evening is Andrew Moore and Hooch. And, Andrew, I got to say, I'm sort of having trouble figuring out if I'm going to use a plural verb or the singular. Is Andrew Moore and Hooch is our guest or are our guests?
Probably are, I guess.
Probably are our guests, right? Because you're Andrew Moore and they're the Hooch.
Yeah, it's the whole.
Are you all
it's the whole shebang.
Say again? It depends on the O or the A. Oh, okay. Well, it's great to have you guys here. Are these guys going to have any banjo or fiddle at all? Is that? Okay. I'm sorry, it's a little awkward. Now, we're a show that has, we've built our, our lives around, instruments that are sort of what we consider sort of native instruments and native sounds. Sure. And we've built this show on being an acoustic show. And then, in recent years, we've really developed, our booking in such a way that we have a lot more diverse offerings now, and you guys are a great example of that. What they haven't gotten yet is a host who is articulate enough to really engage, with music that doesn't involve like a Gibson or a Fender.
Sure.
I don't know much about Rolands and Hammonds and Yamahas. And
Me neither.
Yeah. Well, you play one pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just great. Love the music and would love to hear you guys talk about where it comes from.
Sure.
I'd like to talk to everybody at some point in time. We'll bring a microphone up. Oh, there's already one there. We'll bring a microphone up and I'll let you guys just sort of come up and field whatever questions you want to field about your particular craft. But I think we ought to just start with you, Andrew.
Okay.
Tell us where you consider the soil of your roots.
Soil of my roots. I grew up in church, so that's got to be.
Okay, so that's
cliche,
soil.
but
yeah,
that's,
right. Gotcha. So
it is what it is.
Gotcha. So gotcha.
Yeah. So I grew up just in church, playing as a young teenager.
The Southern Church?
Yep.
Was it in London?
It was in London, Kentucky.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and from there I went away from music for a while, like you had said earlier, mining coal and all these other weird jobs.
How did you end up in? So did you mine coal?
Strip mining. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not in upstate New York.
No. Kentucky, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I was a mountain man there for a while, and
wow.
Still consider myself a little bit of one. My beard's just a little bit shorter right now, but it grows out.
How did you get into? How did you get from sort of your music, your love of music and passion there to a point where you were going to do coal mining? Just needed the money.
Yeah. I was at the point of life where you got to grow up, and that was growing up.
How old were you?
I was 18, 19.
Oh, okay. Finished high school.
Yep. And coal mining went down the wrong way, so then I had to find something else. That led to me and my wife getting married, and we moved to Florida, and I became a underwater construction worker, welding underwater and stuff like that for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we can't just brush by that because I don't think we've ever had, I don't think we've ever had an underwater welder here on the program.
There's a lot of folks that are a lot better at it and have a lot more time than I did. I did it for a year or two. Awesome experience.
I think of bridges, right? The supports for bridges, and we drive by these massive bridges, and we go, "Who in the world laid that foundation for that?" You're one of those guys, right?
Poured concrete underwater. That's a weird thing, but we did it. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff underwater. But we moved. I did that for a while, and then I wound up in upstate New York. My mom's originally from that area.
Where?
From Utica, New York. Is
Oh, all
where
right.
she's from.
Uh-huh.
And we moved to a place called Old Forge. And
That's where Macaulay Mountain is.
there you go.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
skied it many a time. Skied it when I was a kid, actually
all right.
visiting. Yeah.
All right.
And went up there, and we ran a small business with family, and ended up kind of coming up with some kind of house band, and that's where I first started singing and playing at the same time. Before that, I didn't know how to do that really, and I'm still working on it. But
Oh, you're doing a great job at it. So, so you never did any of that in church. You were just the guy playing piano.
just playing around, yeah.
Were you playing electric keyboard
Yeah,
in
and
church?
I play, yeah,
Okay.
synths, strings, and organ here, and strings. And
Was it like
piano.
praise band
Yeah,
type,
yeah,
type
praise and
music?
worship
Okay,
kind of
gotcha.
stuff, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
So it was like the church music that we didn't have, which was
yeah, there you go.
we never had church music with a groove.
yeah.
That was
Yeah, I know. The
was
churches that
against
I
the
attended
rules, my church.
as a kid, they were rad. They were cool.
yeah, but go on. Yeah, so you learned to sing and play. Was that also in a church?
No, that was
Setting?
actually the opposite kind. It was in a bar. We came into this place, and we sat around this baby grand piano. One of the first nights we were there, and some of the locals came up, and we just started singing and playing Wagon Wheel, I believe is what it was.
Oh no,
Yeah,
not
sure.
that.
Yeah, that's
so,
the one.
Well, at least it wasn't
And
Freebird or something.
right.
So that was in Old Forge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that developed into we had a little speakeasy kind of thing in the basement there, and we had a house band, and we called it Hooch. And I started singing. My father actually played guitar with us for a while. We had saxophone, drums, bass. We had fiddles, mandolins,
Oh, wow.
banjos. We had all kinds of stuff. And if you were a musician, you were welcome to come up there and jam. And we jammed every weekend. Did it for 5 or 6 years, and that's where I kind of developed what we're doing now. We were missing home and missing Kentucky. We came back home, and
After
I
how
was-
long?
after
how long, yeah.
about 5 years, right around there.
Okay.
We came back, and I was blessed enough and lucky enough to jam with Logan one night, and then Logan was blessed enough to meet Gabe at a guitar store one night, and we were blessed enough for Skaggs and Jordan here to come along after we met them. It just all fell together so naturally and organically, and now we all just jam and mesh, and we find a groove and have fun. And these songs, I've wrote the lyrics, but these wouldn't be what they are without these guys. This is a cool band. These guys are awesome.
Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But so you come in to these guys. Let's say you write a new song this coming week. In a week or so, when you guys are rehearsing, you say, "Let me just play for you the basic song," and they listen. And
Yep. The majority of the songs that you'll hear today are less than 6 months old.
oh, all right.
Yeah. There's a few that are cataloged from my diary when I was 20 years old or something. If I don't have a diary, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think with guys they're called journals.
Journal.
Right.
Journal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you might. There's, I don't know, 3 or 4 of those, but the rest of them, it's all just been this pretty recent, and we all just hopped on board and figured it out.
Are you all lyrically collaborating, or are you doing that element of it, and then you guys are collaborating on the arrangement?
Yeah, well, what we do is I write the lyrics, and that's just I just started writing them, and then I just put a regular chord progression. Some of those we've changed, some of them we've kept the same, but every single one of them have gotten better with these guys' everything they've put into it, and they've created the hook lines, they've created all kinds of stuff. So it wouldn't be what it is without everybody here.
Well, I would like for you to talk some about sort of the musical roots you have sort of after church. So church is a deep well of influence in so many ways, right? But when you think about piano players, was it always the piano player that you were listening to when you listened to music as a young person?
No. Be honest with you, I don't know much piano music. When I was in church, playing, I was going off of what I liked to listen to at home, which was Leonard Skinner and Hank
Yeah.
Jr. and all this good old boy stuff. And that's the music that I like. I never sat down and listened to Elton John and Billy Joel, and I'd say if I had to pick a piano player I listened to the most would have been Ray Charles, probably.
That's a good one.
But there wasn't a lot of piano influence. It was just music influence and a lot of Southern rock and country stuff.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? Southern rockers, when you talk to them about their stories, they're often pretty similar to yours.
Yeah.
Right? They learn in the church, learn in the Southern church,
Yeah.
and out of those influences. So that's pretty cool. So when you think of then of your favorite players to listen to right now, do you still go back and listen to Ray Charles stuff?
Yeah.
Do you cop stuff from what you hear from him?
In my mind, yeah, but I don't know if it translates to my fingers coming out that way. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely an influence in who I look up to as a piano player if I had to pick somebody.
Yeah. How about Randy Newman? See, not a player that you spent a lot of time listening to.
There's some people here that make fun of me because I don't know jack about music and about these past musicians and stuff like that. I really don't. I don't know a lot about it, honestly. I listened to Leonard Skinner and Ray and Hank, and that's what happened.
You redneck.
Yeah, there you go.
So
There you go.
That's all right. Well, that's okay. It's like those who play music, oftentimes are guys who are just too busy playing and creating music of their own to necessarily follow, what everybody else is doing. How many times have I talked to players who really don't have much time or interest in listening to what others are doing because it takes them off the track of what they're doing themselves, which is
The creativity part of music is what's so fun.
Yeah,
to me.
I get that. Yeah. You like playing a regular piano made out of cables and wood and...
Yeah, but a lot of places don't like that. When I play, they usually, within a couple weeks, kick me off of their pianos. I break the strings a lot because my hands are a little heavy.
Break the strings?
Yeah, I break piano strings like a crazy man.
Oh.
Yeah. There's yes.
Says Matt, who is who has been your stage and sound guy at some of your venues. Okay, so gotcha. You can play that instrument as hard as you want, and it's
no. No,
okay, this is not an instrument you're going to have a lot of luck selling secondhand.
No, this one's held up. It's been 4 months or so. Usually they last 3 or 4 months before they're broken. They're sent back.
Oh,
but this has got the record so far. This Roland. Yeah.
You can send them back and
well then
use the
it depends on who
warranty?
you're dealing with. They kind of start catching on that you're sending them back and beating them up too much. And then you just got to start buying more pianos. So we got to gig a lot so we can afford pianos.
I have a feeling the guy at Lowe's is getting on to me. I've been taking back this chainsaw several times. I've taken it back, I think, 3 times.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not listening
Yeah.
tonight. I didn't take it back because it was broken. I just took it back because I wanted the new chain.
There you go.
And they didn't have the chain. It wasn't that I was trying to cheat anybody. They didn't have the chain in stock. So. All right. So, well, that's a good little roundup of sort of where you come from. We have a lot more conversation to have, and we'll introduce the rest of the members of the band and so forth. So if you're just joining us, folks, we are with Andrew Moore and Hooch. And like I said, we'll be back with more conversation soon. Let's get back to music for now. Andrew Moore and Hooch.
Thank you all. How about them monitors? Yeah. All right. This song's called Spaceman. This is about my oldest son who, since he was 3, probably, he's wanted to be an astronaut. So this one goes out to my son Stetson.
little boy, he's got a plan. He's gonna grow up, gonna be a spaceman. My little dude, he's got his mama's attitude. Fights most nights with his brother. Oh man, how he loves his mother. When you get way up there in another atmosphere, won't you know to never have no fear? Won't you look down on us, look for my spotlight, hurry back home on your return flight in the night. While you're meeting stars in outer space, know your family will be missing your face. My little spaceman, bet you walk on the moon in a capsule on that spaceship. You'll be singing your own tune. You float around in the darkness and you'll light up our whole world. Now be the proudest man you've ever known. You'll marry the most beautiful girl. When you get way up there in another atmosphere, won't you know to never have no fear? Won't you look down on us, look for my spotlight, hurry back home on your return flight in the night. While you're meeting stars in outer space, know your family will be missing your face. My little spaceman, thank you all. This next song is called King of the Road, and if you play music and stuff like that, you know you're always on that road, and you're a better driver than everybody out there. So, King of the Road. Baby, when the lights turn down real low, after playing a night on the road, there's a soothness to my soul when I hear your voice on the telephone saying, baby, get your ass back home. I've been sitting here all alone. This house is an empty hole with an empty seat, no moving feet. I'm trucking about 95, staying right between the lines, just That's the sheriff on the side of the road. He ain't gonna catch me 'cause he already knows I'm the king of the road. 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 I ain't gonna sell my soul, but I'm still gonna rock and roll. I don't see no patrol. Mash the pedal down, spinning out of control. I'm the king of the road. 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 Now a daughter can be hard to find. Can move up, sit on your behind. Get behind the dang wheel and drive. Home to home and show to show, and let the sweat drip in your eyes. Aching every day and night, swerving just to stay alive. Drifting around, you know what I found is I'm the king of the road. 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 Baby, when the lights turn down real low, after playing a night on the road, there's a soothness to my soul when I hear your voice on the telephone. Thank you very much. The song's called We Got Love, and wrote this for my wife before she was my wife. Love is the answer to everything we need. Love is a potion that'll bring you to your knees. Wipe away all your worries, sing this song with me. Two birds of a feather is what we were meant to be. We got love. We got love. Singing about love and making some faces while I play my guitar in the back of my basement. And here you come walking down those stairs. The next thing I know, your fingers in my hair. When we're not together, it's easy to see. All I seem to think about is you and me. Please don't ever break my heart, because I know I'll fall apart. Pour me a shot of whiskey and pour yourself a glass of wine. Sit down right beside me, 'cause you're mine, all mine. Hung on real tight now, it's gonna be a hell of a ride. Baby, don't fight now, everything's gonna be alright. We got love. We've got love. Singing about love and making some faces while I play my guitar in the back of my basement. And here you come walking down those stairs. The next thing I know, your fingers in my hair. When we're not together, it's easy to see. All I seem to think about is you and me. Please don't ever break my heart, because I know I'll fall apart. Fall apart, fall apart. Thank you all.
Nice. Nice. Well, we've got lots more music and conversation with Andrew Moore and Hooch, but I would like to take a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your convenience, along with our audio stream, compliments of WGAD.net. Where? In Central New York, Andrew. Don't miss a single episode of our program, and be sure to tell your friends and share what you like about Red Barn Radio. We will not be having a live stream this coming Wednesday, October 4, but we're going to be back on the 11th with singer-songwriter Jordan Lee King. Jordan comes from the hills of eastern Kentucky. His songs are a reflection of his upbringing there in Bell County and the hardships he's witnessed. Jordan says, "I want people who aren't from this area to have a glimpse of what life is like here for a significant amount of people. And for those that are from Appalachia, I want them to be able to feel pride. Reality here is often harsh, but at its best, it is beautiful." Jordan recently released a couple of singles, Cars and Refrigerators and Levi, and I would urge you to have a listen to both tunes to prime the pump for October 11. You're going to love Jordan Lee King, and you know what? We'd love to see you here for it. October 11 in studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Red Barn Radio, listen to the live. Let's get back to tonight's Red Barn Radio program. We welcome you live on our social media platforms, broadcasting from the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the grand city of Lexington, Kentucky. Welcome back, Andrew Moore and Hooch.
This song is called Come Home. I was up north in the mountains one day, and my family says, hey, we're going to see our family back in Kentucky, and so I was left there sitting in New York in the cold snow by myself. So this song's about that, called Come Home.
Come home, come home to me, my darling. Baby, come home to me, my darling. Too many miles separates me from you. So many miles gives me those come home now blues. And baby, come home to me, my darling. Baby, come home to me, my darling. My life, my whole world, they've left me in the cold. About to lose my mind, I can't take this anymore. And baby, come home to me, my darling. Baby, come home to me, my darling. Might as well be on Mars, might as well be on the moon. And all this time apart gives me those come home blues. And baby, come home to me, my darling. And baby, come home to me, my darling. Come home to me, my darling. And baby, come home to me, my darling.
All right. This next song is called Time. And it talks about how that's the one thing you ain't ever stopping. And time passing everybody up. So this song's called Time. This is actually our newest song, too. Just wrote it about a week and a half ago. Sunday. Yeah, we wrote it Sunday. Sure, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, it's the newest song we recorded. We're recording a whole album at Sneak Attack Studios. It's here in Lexington with Mr. Groves, Jason Groves. Awesome guy. So look for that to come out, I don't know, beginning of next year. We're going to start releasing singles this winter. So if you like what you're hearing, hang tight, and we'll keep pushing music out as much as we can.
The capo's always under napkin. Oldest rule in music.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what it is.
You gotta keep the sound guys on their toes.
Yep. Keeping you going.
We're underneath the napkins.
Time keeps moving. Baby, sleep at night. Oh, dog keeps on losing. Restless dreams I find. Fire still threatens all of mankind. Winter nights keep on chilling. These aching bones of mine. And time keeps moving. Time we're losing. Time stop chewing this weary heart of mine. And fresh air, it's new to me. In a northern sky, alone in my home, is a pastime. And young I used to be, wild I still find. Old is nearing me. I'm losing time. And time keeps moving. Time we're losing. Time stop chewing this weary heart of mine. Soft coffin echoes wake me up sometimes. A 3-year-old's nightmares can make 'em worry at times, but the presence of a parent can make them subside. But the bad dreams of grown men, they can deafen hearts and minds. Time keeps moving. Time we're losing. Time stop chewing this weary heart of mine. Time keeps moving. Time we're losing. Time stop chewing this weary heart of mine. This weary heart of mine. This weary heart of mine. Thank you. This next song is called We're Gonna Get There. Talks about how everybody struggles a little bit. Actually, I think the first line says something about the dryer sounds alarming. That's because we were at our house one time and the dryer sounded like the whole house was about to fall in. It was uneven and just shaking all over. So anyways, we're going to get there, guys. Dryer sounds alarming, too broke to find out why. Baby keeps on crying when we go outside. Bills, they keep on coming, they're all too high. Still we're all breathing, and I think that's why we're gonna get there. And pass all this by, we're gonna get there. Day by day and night by night, someday will be better than those restless nights. Work hard, be true, and don't give up the fight. We're gonna get there real soon. Slow down the beat. Sometimes you gotta tone it down. Up the beat. The boys are back in town. Moonshine flames are blowing, numbing everything. Yeah, this band's a jamming again and again. We're gonna get there. Pass all this by. We're gonna get there. Day by day and night by night. Someday will be better. Those restless nights. Work hard, be true, don't give up the fight. We're gonna get there real soon. Dog ate the siding off my single white. Yeah, I tried to sell my Harley, but I was robbed blind. 9 to 5 ain't helping, I'm staying behind. I gotta get loose, I gotta find a way to ease my troubled mind. We're gonna get there. Pass all this by, we're gonna get there. Day by
by day and night by night. Expect to be better than those restless nights. Work hard, be true, and don't give up the fight. We're gonna get there real soon.
Thank you.
Right. If you're just joining us, folks, and I hope you aren't just joining us, because if you are, you've missed something and you're going to have to go back and listen to the live stream, which, of course, you can do. But nevertheless, it's great to be here with Andrew Moore and Hooch. They brought a whole bunch of friends in with them tonight. You guys clap real loud so everybody can hear how many are here. Yeah. There's a crowd here. All right, nice to have you all here. And yeah, so I would like to introduce the other members of the band briefly. I wonder if we could get Logan and Gabe and Jordan and Matthew to sort of assemble over here in the neighborhood of Jordan Robson's sax and that microphone there. And you could each just maybe tell us a little bit about where you come from. It seems like this is a musical operation that gives you all a good opportunity to sort of stretch out and do what you do best. It does not seem to me like a musical operation that can get by on slouch players. What you're playing is really beautifully arranged and precise and just super groovy. So we're just liking it a lot. So why don't you just each step up to the mic and say one at a time. Just say who you are, a little bit about your training and how you came to this music, and then maybe who, if you care to, you can add who's an influence of yours. All right, we start off with Jordan Robson.
We have to adjust this mic a little bit.
Oh, sure, that's fair.
You know what? Why don't I? Yeah, okay.
There we go.
So my name's Jordan Robson, and I am actually not from Kentucky. I may be the only one in the group. Yeah, it still starts with a K, the only other state that starts with a K. So I'm from Kansas. I grew up there, and after I got my degree in music education, I joined the Army. I was in the Army band, or I am in the Army band. I was active duty for 7 years, and that gave me the opportunity to see the world. It was amazing. Started off at Fort Campbell here in Kentucky. It was my first assignment.
All right.
But then from there, I spent a year in Korea and 3 years in Germany playing with those groups there. The German band in particular traveled all over Europe. It's the United States Army Ambassador Band in Europe. So we're there to kind of spread goodwill and
the United States Navy Oompa Band?
Something like that, maybe, when that's what's called for. So anyway, I had an amazing time doing that, and my wife and I just came back from that in 2021 in November. So we've been here in Lexington for a couple years now, and so we are really excited to be back. And not too long after that, maybe 9 months after that, I got a call from Andrew, and I've been doing this ever since.
All right, you gonna stick around?
We'll see. No, absolutely. I love it.
Well, welcome. Nice to have you here, and thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Gabe, step up. Nice playing, Gabe.
Thank
I
you
was
very
really
much.
enjoying the interaction between you and Jordan, and you're sort of duetting at times, and it just seems rehearsed.
It's really not. I don't know. Me and Jordan have always kind of clicked. I don't know what it is. As a band, we're all busy with our own stuff. We don't really get a lot of time to actually get together and rehearse. A lot of our rehearse time is gig time. But I don't. The first time I played with Jordan, I know he was special. I know we had a special kind of chemistry, and we've never really had a problem of I'm not gonna sweet talking too much. But,
Yeah, right. I know.
we've always we play together really good. I feel like our styles fit together really nice.
You have similar training, do you think?
No.
I mean,
no,
in terms of your roots, the roots of your playing and stuff.
No,
Did you study
he's-
jazz or anything?
no. He's classically trained, and I'm YouTube trained.
Okay.
Marty Music. I'll give a shout out to Marty Music. Marty Music. I owe a lot to him.
Yeah, but what kind of stuff did you listen to on YouTube? Because it seems like you're pretty well versed in some sounds that are sort of beyond sort of straight ahead rock and roll.
Yeah. When I first started playing guitar, my dad is a big 90s, like, alt rock guy. He loves Nirvana. He loves Stone Temple Pilots. So growing up, he was always like, son, come listen to this. Come watch this music video with me. So that's why I started playing guitar. I started playing guitar when I was 16, and my favorite band at the time was Nirvana. And, it's a little different. I'll do a little different stuff right now, but I had a buddy that put me on to Jimi Hendrix, of course. And from there, I found Stevie Ray Vaughan. And between Hendrix and Stevie, those are like my two, I put them, they're up here on the, pedestal for me in terms of my influences.
Yeah.
So, and then when I met Jordan kind of put me on to some more,
What do you-
jazzier sounds.
Yeah, like what? Like players in particular?
No, not really players. Jordan's really the jazz player that I got
Uh-huh.
into, but he, no, you put me on to John Schofield.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought you found him on your own.
No, you put me on to John Schofield.
He's amazing.
How about that Bill Frisell guy? He's awfully good. Yeah. Woo. He's something.
But yeah,
Ah, great. Well, you're a great player.
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
really enjoy your playing a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right. Who's next? Logan Turner. You were up closest to the mic. Everybody was sort of pushing you off
I was
to the
just
side.
trying to ease my way into it.
Yeah, no, you're
Gabe
very
is from
subtle.
Manchester, Kentucky. So, but he often corrects us. He's from Goose Rock, which is
Sorry?
It's a community in Manchester.
Goose Rock.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's where Gabe is from. So
Sounds like comes from North Carolina or something.
I actually met Andrew. So I'm similar story to Gabe. I'm self-taught. I started playing when I was 16. Just was a really big fan of music as a kid and as a teenager, and went to a lot of concerts with my brother, and kind of thought I would really like to learn to play myself. So started playing. I think me and my brother started playing at the same time. There's a little bit of competition of who's going to get better, but he eventually kind of went his own way, and I started playing, gigging in different bands probably in 2019, and ended up meeting Andrew through that. So I'd met some local players in Lexington and Richmond and things like that, in that kind of area.
And what kind of venues did you meet people who wanted to play the music you like to play?
Well, in particular, I'd played in a couple country bands, which I like country, but I play a jazz bass, so I kind of like Andrew's style kind of meshed with me, where he's a keys player. My brother played keys, when we played music together too.
You play an upright bass too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew always trying to sell me on playing it all the time, but I'm just not as good at I'm better at he calls it Reba. It's red. So
Well-
it's, but that one's red too. So
So it makes for a good visual.
it does. Well,
It
it's
does.
Red Barn Radio, so we're just keeping the theme going
Sure.
with
Right. Yeah, no, that's good.
But yeah, just was kind of self-taught, and me and Gabe kind of met like it was the 70s. We met at the music store, and me being, I don't meet a stranger, so me being overly talkative, he was in there playing. I said, well, let's play together, and then it just so happens Andrew's dad, Jim, used to play with us in Hooch, and Jim was kind of getting to the point where he's wanting to retire, and Jim's a good influence, I think, too, kind of on all of us too. But kind of got to where Jim was wanting to lay back, and Gabe and Jim had similar styles. They both played a Stratocaster, so Gabe got in. We got some gigs. We play a lot at the Jeff Ruby Steakhouse, so we play up there in Lexington and then Cincinnati. So we kind of needed it, and he fit the bill. So then we kind of assembled everybody, and me and Andrew had met a couple years previous to me playing there with him. Just at a gig, he had filled in with a band that I was in, and
Nice.
I took some time off music, and we kind of started up. It's last year, kind of this incarnation of what we're doing. So
That sounds great.
yeah.
Those gigs give you guys give you enough work
yeah,
to sort of keep your pockets lined a little bit?
Yeah, we all moonlight as musicians. We all, each one of us have day jobs that we do. So we're really busy.
What do you do?
I work in insurance. I work for Phil McDonald State Farm.
Don't get
Oh,
him
all
started.
right.
Shout out to Phil.
All right.
But yeah, I work in insurance, and we all kind of have different day jobs. So it's just something we like to do. It's our passion. So it's really cool to be able to play at Red Barn here, and just kind of get to do what we like to do.
Yeah. Well, it's great to have you here too.
Well, I appreciate it.
All right, we've got one more guy here. This is Matthew Skaggs, and he's back on the drums. And you're a good player. Are you a music educator?
I am. I'm the band director here in town at Frederick Douglass High School in
At
Northeast.
Frederick Douglass.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, go Broncos.
That's a big. That's a big school. Just opened up. What, about 5 years ago?
We're in our 7th year now.
7th year.
Yeah,
Okay.
believe it or not, yeah.
Yeah, big school.
Yeah, yeah. Big school.
And your program there, is it thriving?
Yeah, we're doing great. I've got a great group of kids. I can't complain. I always say from this side of the room to this side of the room, I don't have a kid I want to get rid of. So they're fun to
That's good.
to be around. They're fun to watch them learn and get better every day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you do marching band too?
We do the whole 9 yards. Marching band, percussion ensemble, jazz band, everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I don't want to think about that. It's all right.
So so you're training. So
Sure.
you, I see. You play different grips.
Yeah.
So what are you going to play that open grip for versus the straight ahead grip?
Well,
Or-
I have a jazz background.
Yeah.
I hold a percussion degree from University of Kentucky, and I just love playing. I'm going to date myself here, but my earliest memory is seeing Animal on the Muppet Show do a drum battle with Buddy Rich. So literally,
yeah.
that's my earliest memory is watching that. And
that's
so
great.
I kind of got influenced by that. And then the town I grew up in, we went to the library and got the jazz album that was there. So I wore that out.
Which
and,
one was it?
It was a Lionel Hampton album, which
Oh,
is cool.
that's all
I
right.
don't remember now because believe it or not, I was pretty young. But I don't know, just enjoy it. It's just what I can do. I like it. It just gives it a different feel if I play one way versus another.
When you
So-
teach guys in your drum groups, marching band,
Mm-hmm.
do any of the guys play open like that? Like,
Yeah.
is it easier to do rudiments that way?
I don't know that it's easier. You just do it because it feels better. You got to be a chameleon. You got to be able to feel like you can play in a metal band, in a jazz band, and with these guys with straight ahead country group. You got to do all of it.
You teach your serious drumming students that they need to do both grips?
Yeah. It'll get you paid. So that's the idea.
Huh.
So yeah.
Well, you mean it'll get you paid to do a variety of different kinds
Yeah.
of music,
Yeah.
but not necessarily to do different grips.
No, not necessarily.
You
no.
don't force that on them.
No,
you
no,
just
no,
like
no.
if they bite on it, you go, okay, let's work.
Well, actually, I take that back. I do kind of force that on them.
Oh,
Like, if you want to
good.
really learn and do this, here you go.
I love that.
Yeah, but
That's
it's up
good.
to them to go home and work on it. So.
Huh? Got a favorite drummer or two or three?
Yeah. I mean, I can
mean,
go
like in
all day
different-
long. I mean,
How about in jazz first?
Well, in jazz, it's Jeff Hamilton. He plays a lot with Diana Krall.
Okay.
If I could take one person's ability and use it for myself, it'd be his.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll look him up for sure.
Yeah.
And what about in rock?
We all love John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, of course. So we have got to go back to that because he kind of had a blues background too. So that's kind of why Zeppelin had a swing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. Well, those are two good ones. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. The Hooch. You just met the Hooch. You guys can all go back to your respective stations now. So, Andrew, do you get to when you guys do these gigs out of Jeff Ruby's or in Cincinnati? Do you get to do your original stuff there, or are they pretty much like please do Stevie Wonder?
They've got so many good musicians that play there, and a lot of them are classically trained musicians, really good, like Jordan, classically
Yeah.
trained. But we stepped in and started playing Tennessee whiskey and stuff like that, and I thought they were going to kick us off the stage. They liked it, and everything just plugged in and fit. So we actually do a lot of covers.
Yeah.
We cover a lot of tunes there. We haven't been doing any of this. Like I said, this stuff's pretty daggone new. We haven't pulled too many songs out in public yet. This is kind of the debut of all of it.
Oh, way to go.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, well, you surprised me when you said 6 months ago
Yeah.
none of this stuff even existed.
Right.
It's pretty good writing. I mean, it's pretty busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And late nights and a little glass of whiskey goes a long ways.
All right. The trick.
Yeah.
So, what are some? How do you feel about the terms lounge music or wedding band, or what are those? Do you like to think of what you do as singer-songwriter? When you think about
A little bit. There's
genre,
yeah,
if you
sure.
have
There's
to
a
do
touch.
that?
There's a touch of that.
Yeah.
I think it's a mixture of that. I think it's a mixture of that, jam band, and soul, kind of. I don't know really. It's hard to put a thumb on the genre that we that comes out of us whenever we get together. But that, if I had to put something on it, that's kind of what I would say, I guess.
Yeah, and when it comes to getting new opportunities to play out and about, do you feel like the CD, obviously video like this that we create here, can be of help? I mean, I know that.
Oh, yeah.
For me personally, I like to see a band perform.
Yeah.
More than I mean, I'm always happy to listen to their CD if there's something they want to point me to, but I'm mostly interested in seeing what they look like when they perform, and then essentially hearing what they do.
Yeah.
And what their energy's like.
The live thing is that's the joy. I think we start playing, whether it's our music or it's a cover or whatever. Of course, I think we all kind of lean towards, now that we're where we are and getting towards where we're going, we're going to lean more towards doing our songs.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we're going to just ignore what we've always been doing, which has brought so much joy to all of us. And that's finding a bunch of people that are in front of us and them smiling at what we're doing up here, and we're having a good time. You know what I mean? So it's just that the whole thing's just all for the love and joy of music. It's not, I don't think there's not a thing we're really trying to get.
Yeah.
We're loving life.
Nice.
After work.
All right. I love it. All right. Hey, welcome back, Andrew Moore and Hooch. Thanks, Andrew.
This is a happy-go-lucky song called "We'll Dance," and maybe if you're wherever you are, you start moving your feet a little bit to this one.
Baby, why don't you? I've got something you might want to hear. Life's a roller coaster, up, round and round. Now, baby, look up and don't look down. You know my actions are loud, make you feel like you're on top of a cloud. One kiss, I know you can't resist. Grab my hand and pull me closer to your lips, and we'll dance. Lit up by the lights and looking so good. If you really want to, then you really should. If you're feeling bashful, don't be afraid. Just let loose, baby, like a wild grenade. So loud, make you feel like you're on top of a cloud. One kiss, I know you can't resist. Grab my hand and pull me closer to your lips, and we'll dance. Like you're on top of a cloud. One kiss, I know you can't resist. Grab my hand and pull me closer to your lips. You know my actions are loud, make you feel like you're on top of a cloud. One kiss, I know you can't resist.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. This next song is called Train Wreck. And it's a train wreck. This is it's about the kind of the COVID era. You know, that sucked for everybody. So there's not much more you can say about it. The song is called Train Wreck, and it's written about the COVID era. Trying to be a train wreck, but this place has gone insane. I've got guns and country. I ain't gonna be afraid. The tigers and viruses are blinding us. We're missing Bill Withers and Pride. The important things that are inside of us, we learned when they would write. When you're forced to slow down, you stop messing around. See what you really need. Important things we take for granted, like life, love, freedom, and family. This train wreck without a scratch, and I know why. I'm not hearing the screams and the warnings. I ain't listening to the lies, and I ain't got no paycheck, but I know that I'm still alive. I keep my faith in the man upstairs, hold my loved ones tight. When you're forced to slow down, you stop messing around. See what you really need are important things that we take for granted, like life, love, freedom, and family. Tiger out the cage. We're all dealing with our frustration. Now we're drinking together apart in this entire infected nation. You let that tiger out the cage. We're all dealing with our frustration. Now we're drinking together apart. When you're forced to slow down, you stop messing around and see what you really need are important things that we take for granted, like life, love, freedom, and family. Thank you. This next song is called Tyrant, and it's a song about a hardship with a loved one at home and stuff like that. Everybody goes through it, so this song is called Tyrant.
Tyrants is tearing me down, stripping me off the bone. Heard that I'm a good man, it's drowned out. Why aren't you home? Something's got to give. I leave work and I never come home. Soon as I walk through that door, my trial begins and I go numb. Tyrant, please ungrit your teeth. Tyrant, stay away from me. I need you to chill. Oh, I need some peace. Tyrant, I'm begging you, please. Quit rolling over me. Tyrants wearing me out. I'm trying my best for you. How could you ever have loved me when I'm feeling so blue? Maybe if I pulled down the stars and the moon just to offer to you, you may show me a smile for a second or two. Tyrant, please ungrit your teeth. Tyrant, stay away from me. I need you to chill. Oh, I need some peace. Tyrant, I'm begging you, please. Quit rolling over me. Good Lord, lady, unhand me. Good Lord, lady, what you've done to me. Tyrant, please ungrit your teeth. Tyrant, stay away from me. I need you to chill. Oh, I need some peace. Tyrant, I'm begging you, please.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful song. Well, there are many people to thank for our program. First, Andrew Moore and Hooch, our guests on tonight's program. We are ever grateful, of course, for our volunteers and staff who make our production happen each week. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on the network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. That's NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, you got to be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall here in the grand city of Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and our program. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Now, before we close out tonight, let's bring back Andrew Moore and Hooch for one more. All right.
Thank you very much. This song's called My First Love. And everybody that plays music, usually, their first love is music before they love anything else. So that's what this song is. Here we go.
There's never been a moment I could ever recall without hearing the sound, being behind them all. You pick me up, you make me sad, live my life, you're all I've had. The times when no one else to pick up the call, and I'm gonna use it. Hear the rock and hear the roll, bring the blues down to my soul. Get loud and let's just lose it. This ain't no love song about no girl. My first love was music. I come along or in my truck. I turn you on and feel your touch. If I'm at the bar, you're never far. You make me laugh and torn apart. So show with me, I own the world tonight. And I'm gonna use it. Hear the rock and hear the roll. Feel the blues out of my soul. Get loud and let's just lose it. This ain't no love song about no girl. My first love was music. And I'm a simple man. I'm out along the watchtower. Tennessee whiskey, purple rain.
Thank you all very much.
Andrew Moore and Hooch. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. You can also listen to archive performances on Patreon, Spotify, iTunes, and many, many other music platforms. Remember, every like comment, share, and subscribe helps bring roots music Southern style to your neck of the woods. Finally, this, if any of our featured artists, like Andrew and the Hooch, are performing in your area, get out and hear them live. They need you now more than ever. From all of us here at Red Barn Radio to all of our friends worldwide, keep working together to be safe and healthy. And until next time, good night from Red Barn Radio.